Hello friends, so today I will be telling you about frequency selective wave analyzer. Basically, we can analyze signal through many analyzers. The main three type of analyzers are wave analyzer, distortion analyzer and spectrum analyzer. The wave analyzer can be further divided into two. First is resonant or basic wave analyzer, and second is based upon the frequency ranges. Based upon the frequency ranges, it can again be divided into two. First is frequency selective wave analyzer and second is heterodyne wave analyzer. So today I will be telling you about the frequency selective wave analyzer. First I will draw the block diagram of frequency selective wave analyzer. This is our input attenuator. Input signal is supplied to input attenuator. Then it goes to driver amplifier. Then there is a resistor, variable resistor. Then there is a filter amplifier. Then again there is a resistor. Then a filter amplifier. From here we have a variable capacitor. Here also we have a variable capacitor. Here we have a meter range amplifier. Then we have output amplifier. Then we have meter amplifier and detector, which goes to dial output meter. And from here we have one buffer amplifier as well, output buffer amplifier, and that goes to the auxiliary output. First it acts as an auxiliary output for secondary devices. I know that looks quite dirty, but since I said all these words, you can write it properly. So basically the wave analyzer consists of a very narrow passband filter section which can be tuned to a particular frequency within the audible frequency range. Your audible frequency range is from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So basically this wave analyzer, it consists of a narrow passband filter. This is our narrow passband filter. Narrow passband filter section, and this narrow passband filter section can be tuned to a particular frequency within the, and that frequency will be within the audible frequency range. So basically this frequency selective wave analyzer is used to find the amplitude of a single harmonic component, and that single particular frequency or the desired frequency is selected by using a narrow passband filter section. So the complex wave to be analyzed is passed through an adjustable input attenuator. Okay, and the function of input attenuator is what? It serves as a range multiplier. Basically, it permits a large range of signal amplitude to be analyzed without loading the amplifier. It increases the range, and even a small signal can be analyzed using this frequency selective wave analyzer, because it permits a large range of signal amplitude to be analyzed without loading the amplifier. Okay, so basically the function of our input attenuator is to basically our complex wave which is to be analyzed is passed through an adjustable attenuator which serves as a range multiplier. So it acts as a range multiplier and it permits a large range of signal amplitude to be analyzed. A large range of signal amplitude can be analyzed. So it has basically two main functions. The complex wave to be analyzed is passed through an adjustable attenuator, and attenuator has two main functions. Attenuator serves as a range multiplier and it permits a large range of signal to be analyzed without loading the amplifier. The amplifier won't be loaded. It will allow the large range of signal. It will amplify the large range of signal. Now the output of the attenuator is fed to a driver amplifier. What driver amplifier does is it amplifies the strength of the signal so that the signal can drive the filter section. So function of driver amplifier is just to amplify the strength of the signal coming from input attenuator, and that signal can drive this filter section. Now the filter section, that's like the main part. Filter section has a narrow pass band filter that I already told you. It has a narrow pass band filter which can be tuned to a particular frequency within the audible frequency range. It is also called high EQ filter because it has a high quality factor. Why we use high EQ filter? Because higher the Q, more will be the selectivity, more selectivity of frequency, and lesser will be the bandwidth. So we know that the bandwidth is narrow and more will be the selectivity. So that's why we use high Q. So this high Q filter is a low pass filter. Basically it's a low pass filter which allow the frequency which is selected to pass and reject all others. Okay, so basically this high Q filter is a low pass filter which allows the frequency which is selected, like the frequency the desired frequency to pass, and it rejects all others. So the high Q filter is a low pass filter which allows the frequency which is selected to pass and reject all others, and the magnitude of this selected frequency is indicated by this meter, and the filter section identifies the frequency of the component. Okay, basically this filter section identifies the frequency. This filter circuit consists of a cascaded RC resonance circuit and amplifiers. You can see we have two filter amplifiers, two resistors and two capacitors. So basically this filter circuit consists of a cascaded RC resonance circuit and amplifiers. For selecting the frequency range, the capacitor, we need to select the frequency range. Now the capacitor that is used are of the closed tolerance polystyrene type, and the resistance used are precision potentiometer. So both are, we have variable capacitor and variable resistor, so that we can change their values in order to select a particular frequency. Okay, so for selecting the frequency range, the capacitors generally used are of the closed tolerance polystyrene type, and the resistances used are precision potentiometer. The capacitors are used for range changing. We use capacitors for changing the range, and the potentiometer is used to change the frequency within the selected pass band. The function of the capacitor in the RC section is to divide the entire AF range in decade step. So basically capacitor divides the entire audio frequency range in decade steps. And potentiometer change the frequency. Now the selected signal output from the final amplifier stage is supplied to the meter circuit and to a buffer, untuned buffer amplifier. So meter circuit, we have again meter attenuator which will act as a range multiplier, and then output amplifier which will amplify the range, and then this meter amplifier and detector, it will be detected. Okay, and what is the use of buffer? Buffer amplifier is used for impedance matching so that maximum power or energy can be transferred to output device such as recorders or electronic counters. So buffer are used for impedance matching so that maximum power or energy can be transferred to output device, and output device can be recorders or electronic counters. So that's it. And the bandwidth of this instrument is very narrow, typically about 1% of the selected frequency. Thank you. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel.